What's up, my people? Welcome to my channel. Listen, today it's Sunday. I am on my way to church. I decided to eat myself something real quick before I go because your boy gets hungry at church. I end up getting Elevate cream of rice. I'm about to make some of this real quick. Very easy to make. And then head to church. We're there from, right now it's 7:48. I gotta be there by 8 o'clock to do sound check and go over songs and stuff like that. From there all the way to 12. So I can't be there without this because your boy's gonna be hungry. You know what I'm saying? So let me make myself some cream of rice. And I like making this because it's very easy to make. Very simple. It doesn't take a lot to make. And it's very, very enjoyable. Now, this is also great because I am trying to lose weight. And this is good when it comes to weight loss. And as a boy who loves eating and loves inducing food in my mouth, I need to find things that taste good, but it's also good for me. And this is one of those things. So whenever you can find things like that, you gotta take advantage of it. So let me make this real quick, eat it up, and we'll head to church. So guys, we're officially out of church. First of all, I forgot to mention this, but happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Like I said, I just left church. They ended up having food for us and got a little gift. I can't tell what it is. I think it's a cup. But yeah, about to head home. It was getting foggy. Let's see. About to head home and relax for a little bit and then cook dinner for me and my son and just enjoy the rest of the day. It's really relaxing day, real hot outside, so I ain't trying to be outside. So let me go get in the car and just have a nice chill day. There's a little smudge. What the heck? Yeah, that's better, way better. So guys, I'm home right now and your boy is getting hungry. It's currently 5:54 right now in the afternoon and I wanted to start cooking. I decided to make myself a steak with french fries and onion rings. I know earlier I said I'm trying to lose weight. The steak is the protein. French fries are technically vegetables and so are onions. So I should be okay, right? I know that's not true. But yeah, I'm gonna be cooking some dinner right now for myself and my son. And been home for a little while now, relaxing, chilling. Working on some stuff I need to work on because I'm gonna be doing something tomorrow that I did not expect, but I'm excited to do. And that is, I got a message from someone, I think it was it Friday, Thursday, Friday? Can't remember what day it was, but I got a message from somebody through Facebook and he told me, hey, listen, you know, I've been seeing you build your brand and your YouTube and stuff like that. And I have a podcast and I would love to have you on. You know, I bring people just like you to share their story and things like that. And in my mind, I'm like, what is this crazy? Like, and I've been on a podcast before, but it was a barber podcast. And I'm a barber. If you guys, if it's your first time watching, I am a barber. I own a barber shop. I've been cutting hair for 26 years and I have a barber shop now for 5 years, or it'll be 5 years next month, in July. And so I've been on a barber podcast and we talk about barber stuff, but this is like not in the barber realm at all. It's more like business type stuff and it's not what I expected. You know, yes, I'm a business owner, but I'm still learning and I'm a very introvert person, super introvert. I'm super shy. So to be going somewhere and speaking to someone and sharing my life, my journey and my brand and who I am and what I do is nerve-wracking, but I need to step out of my comfort zone. And in order to do that, I feel like sometimes you got to do things that you usually wouldn't do. And for me, that is just sitting down, expressing myself and talking to somebody. I'm not a big type sharer type person, so I got to get used to doing things like this. And once you do things like this, other aspects of your life become a lot easier. So I need to push myself, get out of my comfort zone and do what's difficult for me now for I could have, you know, bigger blessings later on.
Dice que no, pero conmigo se pasa casuleando en la napa. Con los cristales tintos, ella le gusta pa' dentro, no sepa. Ella está cutiza y a mí que me gustan las caras y a mujer la tapa. Tú y yo no, pero ando en pichadera siempre pa' volverlo a hacer. Tú te vas a pirar como la de Picusi, que tú quieres más besitos en la y oye, mami, tú eres exclusive.
Guys, listen. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Now I know what you're thinking. Yes, I know it's a lot of food. I know I shouldn't be eating this much, but it's Father's Day. I'm a father, so I'm gonna do what I want. you can't tell me any different. So I'm gonna eat this, tear it up, enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying your Father's Day today, man. It's been a blessing to be a father for now 14 years. I have a 14-year-old son, I have a 13-year-old daughter, and I have a 28-year-old stepson that's been part of my life for 16 years now. But yeah, man, unfortunately, my wife and my daughter's not here. They're in Puerto Rico. My wife is taking care of her wife. My wife is taking care of her mother, who's going through some health issues. She'll be back next week, so excited for that. So just me and my son, and my son is a video gamer, YouTube watching in my room type of guy. So I eat dinner alone. I know, it's sad. Anyways, man, but let me eat this. Let me enjoy it. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it for the rest of the night. If not, we'll see what happens. Yo, so I'm currently on my way to my podcast interview, and I was just telling my son that I am nervous, and not nervous because of what I'm gonna do, because I've done a podcast before and I've spoken in front of people before, but it's nerve-wracking, that fact that you don't know what are the questions are going to be and how you're going to answer them, and I don't want to look dumb, you know what I mean? So, I was watching a few of his episodes yesterday on this podcast, and I was like, man, these are some very smart, educated people, so I don't want to look like the dumb guy that comes on the show and says some crazy stuff. But anyways, we're on the way there. We are, 13 minutes away from getting there. Looking forward to see how it turns out. So once we get there, we'll see if I look dumb or not. I think I found the place, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me message him. I think I'm here. He says he's coming out, so I'm waiting to see which door it is. I'm not sure. Probably over here. You ever been in a horror movie and you're just waiting for somebody to come and get you? That's what I feel like right now. Which door did he come from? Is this the right place? I don't know.
Don't mind this building. We just bought it about 6 months ago, man. We trying to put some work into it.
There you go, bro.
Good to see you, brother. So we got this building 6 months ago. I had an opportunity for a homeboy that I had met when I first moved out here.
Yeah.
I went to 1 Million Cups. I don't know if you know what 1 Million Cups is.
No, never.
So it's a networking event that happens every Wednesday here in Ocala.
Okay.
And so I started a podcast 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And the first person I met owned this building.
Gotcha.
And so we wound up working a little bit for about a year together.
Mm-hmm.
Separated, he calls me 6 months like, yo, I'm not doing nothing with this building. You want to buy it? And so I'm like, hell yeah, man. We need something like this. So the building is about 8,000 square feet. Good. And my goal is to bring creators.
Yeah.
We don't embrace that in Ocala, bro.
Not at all. I was actually looking for like online and YouTube and like different creators in Ocala. I'm like, I can't find nothing.
Yeah.
If it's not horses, you can't find nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But the new wave is online, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That online mailbox money it's what it is.
Yeah.
I own a media company, so I teach people and I work with creators that have a brand.
Yeah, for sure.
This is gonna be our VIP entrance. Our podcast studio right here.
This is dope.
Yeah, we're still working on it again. I have a company that my focus is 100% on a media company. Yeah. But I want to turn this into something, man. For real, man.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
This is what I need in my life.
For sure. And it's crazy because we're gonna open up the doors to other creators being able to use our space and collaborate. So he's a YouTuber too. This is Malachi. Malachi, this is Angel.
How you doing, man?
What's up? Nice to meet you.
So you've probably seen his, like, he's fashion in Ocala. Okay. So he posts a lot about fashion and things to do with Ocala. But he's been, how long you been vlogging?
Like 4 years.
4 years now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. I'm trying to get into the fashion stuff too, so.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I cut and sew at everything, so I make everything by hand. Like,
oh, dope,
yeah.
dope, yeah. I mean, I'm not that good.
It's crazy. So the company that I own now, Deafine, originally had this idea for clothing. This was years ago. Remember Kmart?
Yeah.
I walked in Kmart and I was just like brainstorming for a few months of like, if I created a t-shirt brand, a clothing brand, what would the name be? And as soon as I walk in, I see this name. It was Deafine jeans, and I'm like, Deafine clothing. So I went a few months trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the clothing. Didn't do nothing with it. Started a podcast, and now everything started for me just sharing my story. Like, it's crazy when you pick up the camera and you just start showing people like your real life. We're gonna talk about all that today, though.
For sure.
Have a seat right here.
All right, guys, we just finished the podcast a little while ago. Well, not a little while ago. It's been like 2 hours ago. We sat here talking the whole time, had great conversations, got to know each other a little more. But huge shout out to Jonathan, man. I'm going to put his information down below. You could check out his podcast or his social media. Thank you for having me, man.
No, thank you, man.
Anything else anything you want people to know or check out?
You guys gotta stay tuned. What this man is doing is phenomenal. And if you want to get to know him a little bit better, this podcast is definitely a place where you're going to learn more about him. So I can't wait, bro.
For sure. All right, man. Thank you, man. So guys, listen, amazing time there at the Deafine podcast with Jonathan and his team. Had a great time, got to share some stuff that most people don't know about me. Got deep conversation, and it was something that I haven't really experienced before, so being able to do something that I haven't done before was pretty awesome. But anyways, talk about that later on more. Right now, me and my son stopped to get some food, get something to eat. We've been up since this morning early, and then went to the podcast at 12, and got out, left there at 4 something, and this is the first meal we're having all day, so we're excited to eat. So I'm gonna eat my food, and then we'll talk after that. Listen, I was thinking, right, on my way home, I was thinking about the whole experience in the podcast and how everything felt. And I didn't really think about it until like afterwards. But, and I don't know if the host, Jonathan, did this on purpose or he realized that he's doing this, but I was nervous, going into this podcast. Not because I haven't done it, like experienced talking, stuff like that. That wasn't the nervous. I was nervous about when he asked me any question that we're having this conversation, do I have the answer to answer it? Or am I gonna look dumb answering these questions, right? So that was crossing my mind. But if you notice, from the moment we walked in, we said, what's up? We walked through those doors and he took time and showed me everything and talked about, what his goals are and his plans for that building. There's a building that he bought, and he's planning to do a lot of things when it comes to like content creation and bringing different people in this genre of content together to do group events and podcasts and different stuff. And it was very inspiring to me to see and hear him talk about it, right? And I didn't realize, but him doing that, taking the time to talk, show me the place, what he's done so far, and what his passions are, and all these things we did prior to having the podcast, that led me to feel more comfortable, right? I didn't feel as stressed. It put me at ease, right? And so when we sat down and started the podcast, it felt like I knew him for years. And I cut his hair like maybe a few times, like years ago. When he first moved down here. So we didn't know each other like well. We just, we had little conversations here and there when I cut his hair, but nothing crazy. So me walking in there, having those conversations and then sitting down, I felt so comfortable after that to be able to, feel comfortable doing this podcast. So Jonathan, if you didn't know you're doing this, you did that. You doing this made me feel so comfortable, and it was a whole lot easier to do. Now, what did we talk about? How was the conversation, right? And a lot of it had to do with who I am, what led me to be where I'm at in my career. Why did I make certain decisions when it comes to business and social media and content creation? And it got to the point where those conversations got very deep, right? And I'm not the type of person to share my life in depth here on social media, things that I've dealt with growing up in poverty and things that I've dealt with in like with my family and how I've been treated as, a person who came from nothing and people talking down to you and things with my father and not having a father in my life and being rejected from my father. Those things I don't talk about on social media, and just sitting there and having those conversations with him, it made me feel so relaxed. and it felt at ease, you know what I mean? And the way he broke everything down and asked me those questions, I didn't feel like it was forced. It literally felt like a real conversation. And I really, truly enjoyed myself. And he told me, he's like, I want to bring you back on. And there was something in those conversations that happened that he said, and this is not the only time I hear it, but like hearing it from somebody that doesn't really know me made me feel like a little special inside. And that was, he said, man, the way you tell your story and the way you speak, it engages people. He said, you brought me in pretty much and made me want to listen. And he's like, it's very inspirational, very motivational. And he's like, man, this is something you should do more often. Like, go out and talk to people, be a, not per se a general a motivational speaker, but go out and talk to people who are going through struggles and things like that. And I've thought about this, but I just never felt like I have the ability to do it. Like, I'm not smart enough to do this. So I never actually went for it, but there's hearing this from people like this makes you think, you know what, I'm smarter than what I think. I could do more than I think, so is this something I would pursue? I don't know, but just knowing that people think this and see this in me, it opened up a different side of my mind and my heart to be like, you know what if, So yeah, man, I had a great time over there with him. Got to meet his fiance. And got to experience the whole thing and see what could be. You know what I mean? I've always said that I wanted to have my own place where I could make content and have different rooms with different things. And so seeing him, and obviously he just got this building not too long ago, so he's working on it little by little. But him explaining to me, I could see the vision, right? And God willing, may God bless him with what he desires and the passions and the wants he wants for this, and may it grow, abundantly. But I will say it did inspire me as well being there. So, Jonathan, you as well has been inspiration to my life and a motivation. So, man, this was exciting first video on my channel. I'm looking forward to doing so much more. I got a lot going on this weekend that you guys get to be part of. So look forward to that. And I've been enjoying this whole process. So guys, thank you for joining me on my first ever video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember to subscribe and do all that good stuff, man. I'm gonna be posting every Wednesday and Sunday, so look forward for that. Remember to set goals, accomplish those goals, and set new goals, and above everything, always, always, always be blessed. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Deuces.